Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to another edition of Full Court Cleveland presented by FanDuel. And we are actually, for the first time in the history of this show, the big bosses, the Big Play Network, were brave enough to let us out of the studios at the airport in Lakefront. And here we are at the Lakewood Truck Park. Chisel and Granite, Sam, Retro Booby, and yours truly, Rafa Hernandez Brito. Opening night for the Cavs. Last night, opening night, ring edition for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka couldn't do it alone. So many things to talk about, Sam. What season is this for you?
I'm sorry?
What season is this for you covering the NBA?
This would be 1918. Booby, when did we start?
Since 2006, baby. We put it up on 20 years right now. 20 years right now.
And we still look like we're...
This is my 28th season, and Retro Booby is so, I mean, OG Booby,
oh, there you
who
go.
is
I
actually,
like
your generation is being celebrated this year at Rocket Arena and by the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejão, one of the nicest dudes, one of my good friends.
My favorite
He's going to be celebrated with a bobblehead. You guys are going to have classic edition, but anything else that you want to say about the start of this season? Not what we have tonight, because the season had to start and it's 82 games, but the way it started last night.
I'm excited that we get to get out here with the people. You know what I mean? Let's start off the season with the people in the community, and let's pull this thing together, because to your point, I'm excited about this season for the Cavs. I'm excited that it's opening night, but because I've been able to see these guys working in the gym, I just got a different feeling about this bunch. And you bring up the blue jerseys. There was a tenacity, there was a hunger, there was a chip that we played with, that I'm thankful that we bringing those jerseys back, because I'm feeling that energy. I'm feeling that energy in the locker room. I
brought your retro logo tonight.
Me too. We got retros.
Hey, guys. We can't keep throwing this retro word around.
You're way too young for that.
Well, listen, let me tell you what we have here for you tonight. On tonight's show, we break down some of the Cavaliers' headlines. As we told you, they're starting the season in New York City, where they are 16-4 in the last 20 visits to the world's most famous arena. The first game I ever broadcasted was at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, that's fine.
As a New Yorker,
that's a blessing.
That
right
was
there.
like a blessing for me.
That's a blessing.
We're also going to break down a weekly power rank. We know last week Sam was a little easy on us. He went like 3.5.
I only went for one last week. I was one and done last week. I need more time. It's the preseason, though. It's the preseason.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the preseason. So now that it's opening night, we can all get warmed up and get ready to get this thing going.
The power ranking is presented by our friends at Garage Beer. We're going to have these cold ones after the show. And we're going to take a look at some of the top stories around the association. But first, the NBA season kicked off last night. I can't wait for the Cavs to win another ring, because when we won in 2016, by the way, this is the 10th anniversary in this season of the championship.
Nice.
Our rings were like state of the art. It was like the newest thing, and now everybody's like, now the thing is that you gotta open them, and like this one has a ring inside.
Something pops out.
And it's kind of cool. So I can't wait for the Cavs to win another one. But you know, NBC came back. Everybody's talking about the round ball rock.
I tell you what, when that music came on, I wanted to go grab a jersey and put one on. I used to be sitting in front of the TV with my food, just waiting on guys to get ready to play.
I gotta be honest with you, and this is like an honest disclosure here. I used to love that song until I found out who produced it and made it and played it.
Not a John
The dude from Entertainment Tonight, man. Come on.
No? You know what? I was stunned when I saw that guy made
that killed it for me.
Song, but you know, more credit to him, I guess.
What do you think about last night? The rings, the presentation, and the game?
I thought it was everything was cool. That Rockets Thunder game was amazing, right? I mean, double overtime for the first game of the NBA season, and it went down to the wire. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael Jordan, on the mic?
You know what, man?
Compared to all the other superstars, what do you think? What do you think?
I love Mike. But
I know you do, but what do you?
I thought Mike was gonna get in the booth, though. I didn't know we was gonna have a breakdown of the conversation. I thought the nostalgia was there. I love seeing.
You want to hear about him talking about the game?
Yeah, I want to see him talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I want to hear him talk about Kevin Durant. That's what I was hoping for. But hey, we got to hear Mike, and I did love the story he talked about when the kid, the energy he had when he was still trying to be Michael Jordan in that moment.
Yeah, but they kind of oversold us on Michael Jordan being on the broadcast.
Yeah, they did set us up.
I'm with you.
They set us up.
We're going to take our first break here at the Lakewood Truck Park, and when we come back, we're going to take an early road test about what's going on with the Cavs this season. We'll be right back on Full Court Cleveland. Welcome back, everybody, to Full Court Cleveland. OG Booby, he doesn't like the retro Booby anymore.
Yeah.
Chisel and Granite, Sam, and yours truly, Rafa Hernandez Brito. Second episode of the season, and we go straight to the headline for the Cavs. Sam, early road test. They will play 4 of the first 5 games on the road. The only exception is opening night against Giannis Antetokounmpo. It doesn't get any easier when they come visit us next Sunday. But is it an advantage or a disadvantage for a team who started with a historic record last year to start not only on the road, but against the team that everybody seems to put as the rival for the Eastern Conference Final?
Yeah, I think it's great that they're doing that early. And, you know, Booby could probably tell you this. When you're on the road, that probably gives, you know, players a better chance to bond, get to know each other. You don't have any of the distractions of home. I think for the Cavs, you know, look, probably not going to start 15-0. Who knows? Maybe.
Right.
I'll take it.
But,
You never know.
you know, it's right now this is opportunity to get you're getting your big test or one of the big tests out of the way the first week of the season. So I think that's great, and it's a great bonding experience for them. And, you know, this is how you come together early, I think, when you're playing road games.
Going off script here a little bit early in the show.
For sure. I'm always
sorry,
ready for
Ryan.
you. I'm ready for you, Ralph.
As a
Whatever
player,
you got.
Booby, we always talk about, and me as a New Yorker understand it very much about playing in Madison Square Garden. It's called the world's most famous arena, the Mecca of basketball. What does it mean for a player? How does the stage lighting affect you? The fact that you're the only thing lit in the whole building, and it's New York.
It's different. It's only a few arenas in the NBA that give you that Broadway, that Showtime feeling. And really, it's the moment where the stars really shine the brightest. So you really a lot of guys look for that moment in Madison Square Garden to make their name. And it's just so much history there. So I'm kind of jealous of the young guys who are going to get to start their career in that arena. But again, the piano, you forget about when the game. And I don't think they fixed the seats in there for years. So there's just an energy that it has in that building. And you feel it when you walk in there. And to that point, New York doesn't make it any better because the fans are all over you, saying some things that should not be said in NBA arenas. But it's a very tough place to play. So it's good that these guys get to get out the blocks against this team.
A lot is said, and I have lived it for experience, as you know, in person, how when teams are on the road, they grow together. That's when you share meals. That's when you spend more time together. And in the NBA, like in any other sport, basically the team is, you spend more time with the teammates than with your family, because even when you're at home, you're at practice, you're at treatment, you're at games.
Even when you go home, you're preparing for the next game.
You're still in it. But my question to you is, and I don't know the reputation that you had while you were a player on the road, but New York City for 4 days, Booby, because the team stays in New York to go to Brooklyn. You know, distraction, advantage that you don't have to travel. I know the NBA is trying to cut traveling a little bit, but New York, Miami, we're going to do that too with 2 games.
It makes it tough in the regular season, right? Because normally you go in and you focus, but if you got 2 days and you got a day off in between games, it makes it a little difficult not to want to go enjoy the city. You know what I mean? And so I think it's good for the guys to be on the road together and bond together, but it's also going to challenge your mental and see who's willing to be locked in enough in these locations to understand we can go have fun when the season's over with. We can go party in August or July after we won a chip, but it'll test the mental fortitude of these guys and just see how bad we want it.
And I also think that's what the leadership of Donovan Mitchell and the other guys that have been here together for such a long time will come into play, just to keep everybody focused. Because as much as players and fans want to say the regular season doesn't mean anything, it does mean a lot. And my question to you, changing subjects, Evil Mobley, the reigning defensive player of the year, he's going to wear a patch now. The NBA is going to single him out.
Evil Mobley?
Evil Mobley. I
love it.
I love it. That's what, every time he comes in, there's like Evil Mobley and there's Evan Mobley.
I love
Evil is in the paint. Can he repeat? Who's his biggest competition at DPOY?
Yeah, sure, he could repeat. I mean, he could have won it 2 years ago, too. You know, I mean, he's obviously elite defensively, and he's just a natural defender. He's got the great length. He's got great athleticism. He's got great smarts when it comes to defending and protecting the basket. You know, biggest competition are going to be the usual suspects, I would imagine. Draymond Green, Victor Wembanyama, assuming he stays healthy, is going to be a big one. Rudy Gobert is always in that mix.
From Memphis.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. is another guy. So, you know, if they're going to give it to a front court player, those are your guys right there, basically. You know, I think, honestly, this sounds, you know, like a wild prediction. But if he can stay on the floor, Lonzo Ball will be one of those guys because he is amazing when it comes to backcourt defense. He might be, if he stays healthy, the best backcourt defender in the NBA.
Well, if you guys didn't tune in last week, Booby's Texas roots kind of like overflown last week because he kind of called out Wemby's going to be this is the moment for Wemby. Can he stay healthy? Victor Wembanyama.
I believe so. Wasn't he in China in the month where they going through the mental struggle of trying to understand what it takes to be a champion? I think the first step with these superstars is seeing the mentality and just seeing his will to want to get better, not just on the floor, but testing his will mentally. I think that showed how bad he wants it. And I don't think he just want to be the best player. I think he wants to be on the best team. And so I'm giving him his credit. It's time for somebody else to take the mantle. Somebody has to become the face of the league. And from looking at this kid, I think he won it.
For the Cavs, opening night in New York, without Garland, without Hunter, and without Strus. We'll be without Strus for a while. The other two are still in the look. Hunter got hurt in the last preseason game. Is this an opportunity for Kenny Atkinson, who we know is going to play as many people as he can? But for Tyson, who started at night, and for the other players, for Dean Wade to be featured, do you think it's a good opportunity? Where do you see the biggest opportunity for guys to come up, you know, with Lonzo Ball? And obviously they got to take it easy on him in terms of like usage. But where do you see the biggest opening for the guys that are trying to get minutes?
Yeah, probably Tyson would be the guy because, look, they traded Isaac Okoro, right, for Lonzo Ball. That gives them a guy like Jalen Tyson who plays those wing spots and who kind of brings the same things that Okoro that you wanted from him. Energy, defense, occasional offense. Just really kind of that, Kenny Atkinson loves the term connector, and kind of that guy that keeps everything together when your starters are out. Now, of course, he's going to get an opportunity to start a few games, Tyson, with those injuries. So, you know, the Cavs stars, the Mobleys, the Mitchells, the Garlands, the Jared Allen, those guys are going to do their thing. It's all going to come down to what are these other guys doing? You know, Jalen Tyson, guy we all love, Craig Porter Jr.
I was just going to jump in there with you.
He's another guy who's going to get an opportunity with Garland out. And then, of course, you don't want to forget about Sam Merrill, who's kind of that X-factor starter from time to time who's really improved his defense. So all of those guys, to me, it's like, and I left some out, Dean Wade, Thomas Bryant, Larry Nance Jr., all of those guys are going to count for a lot.
As a shooter that you were, Booby.
No. A little bit.
Does he sound to you a little different, or do you like to hear that Sam Merrill is working on something other than his three when he talks in offensively? Or what does Coach Booby tell him about shoot it, Sam? Or what's the story there?
I mean, I think we need to know. Sam knows who he is. I think we all know secret agent Sam will be ready to shoot the three. But what happens is you want to let other teams know you got more in the bag. Because clearly we saw that teams know he can shoot it, and they're trying to run him off the line at a wild pace. And so now just having the threat of I will drive and get into the paint, because he's also an underrated passer, what a lot of people don't know. He can make plays. And so for Sam to get into the paint, he always makes the right decision. That's only going to open up that three.
And it also probably has a lot to do with the fact that they know he's going to shoot the three, so they're coming in and closing in on him. Take advantage of it. Take what the defense gives you.
And that's why people thought I had a really, really fast first step. It was really just because I could shoot the ball really well, so they were coming at me. So they were coming. I was like, pew, yeah. So yeah, it made my first step a little bit faster.
I know how Booby talks about his first step, right?
Hey, when the defender's off balance, everybody's quick,
Everybody's quick, man. So throw that shot fake up there.
Those are the Cavs headlines. When we come back, we're going to look at the upcoming schedule for the Cavs for the first 5 games on the road, but big opening night this Sunday night at Rocket Arena when we come back on Full Court Cleveland. Welcome back, everybody, to Full Court Cleveland on the road. Booby has an idea that we want to propose to either Big Play or anybody that wants to hear. We want to do like the Manning Brothers version of Monday Night Football.
Yeah, the
Cavs on the road. Because, by the way, if you guys have not been listening, Cavs en Español are back on La Mega 1300 AM. All home games being broadcast on La Mega. So
nice,
here I am.
Man,
but I'm available to be Booby's brother and Sam during the road games. And speaking of road games, New York and Brooklyn. I'm surprised how, not just our producer here, but everybody is questioning whether the game against Brooklyn could be a letdown. I think you have to be careful with a team full of young guys who are trying to make a living and get some minutes in Brooklyn in the NBA, who are very well coached by a guy everybody here knows very well, Jordi Fernandez. I don't think the Nets are going to be a team where you just go in there and take a win.
No, sir. And then you spoke on Jordi Fernandez. I'm supposed to be going to Houston to hang out with him. And the last time I spoke to him, he was excited about just the fact that he felt like guys were buying in. So to your point, that would mean that the guys on this roster feel like they have an opportunity now. And why not at the beginning of the year when records are close to the same, feel like you can get a notch on your belt by taking out a team that everybody has at the top of the conference. So I don't think any win is easy in the NBA, let alone a team like that who's hungry to make a name in an Eastern Conference where they feel like they have a chance.
And by the way, if you're not following Full Court Cleveland on Twitter, you better do it because we're going to have breaking news here. A pair of tickets for opening night Sunday when Giannis Antetokounmpo coming to town. A different type of Milwaukee team. Lost a couple of big pieces. Got some guys like Miles Turner. But the biggest question there, Sam, is Giannis happy in Milwaukee? Is he going to finish the season in Milwaukee? What kind of a matchup or what kind of a problem does give to Mobley starting the season?
Yeah, I think he'll finish the season in Milwaukee. They went out and got Miles Turner. They were going to lose Damian Lillard for the year anyway. You know, a lot of it's going to come down to, again, like the Cavs, Booby's getting excited just thinking about Giannis.
I was just messing with you.
But I think that they're like the Cavs. It's like, you know what you're getting from Giannis. You know what you're getting from Miles Turner. What are the Kyle Kuzmas of the world going to do? What are the Kevin Porter Jr.'s who's now going to move into a starting role there? They picked up Cole Anthony this offseason. You know, so their backcourt's a little bit, quote unquote, thinner on paper, but the front court's probably a lot deeper. And to answer your question, Ralph, I think this is a measuring stick for Giannis.
Of course.
For Giannis to go against Mobley, right? So
funny how we're thinking of Giannis now like a big veteran.
Right. But I think he's going to stay there.
Don't they have like three brothers, three Giannis, three Antetokounmpo brothers?
I think they're all there too.
I think they signed their mom too.
I hope the youngest one is not as a killer as what's his name, Thanasis. Because Thanasis is a little dangerous when he comes in. Garbage time.
I would not want to get in that guy's way.
I hope the new Antetokounmpo, I forgot his name, but for you,
Alex.
For you, after Milwaukee comes into town, they hit the road again to visit a very hungry Detroit Pistons team, and then a question mark Celtic that I think could be a problem for anybody who thinks the Celtics are just going to lay down.
Absolutely. When I think about that Detroit team, man, JB is getting that bad boys back out there, right? You get the feel that they're going to fight somebody or something.
You got Harris, too?
Yeah, they've added some veterans, and I think these guys, they understand now after last year, they took another step. So I don't think anybody wants to play those Detroit Pistons. And then the second team, who you name as the second group? The Celtics. I just think they have that pedigree already established. And quietly, with me being Scout Movie, with my Scout hat, they went out there and got some young, talented guys that everybody's looking over. And so some of these guys, I was hoping they could find their way to Cleveland through the G League channels. I looked over at Boston in the preseason, and all of them are over there. I don't know how Stevens did it. So I'm interested to see how some of those guys come along, because some of their young pickups that we haven't even found out their names yet will be a problem in this league for a long time.
Is this a big test for Joe Mazzulla, who took over a team that Udoka had taken very far, lost the finals? Yeah. And then, I don't want to say that I don't give him credit, but a lot of people were saying he inherited a team that was, and then got even bigger pieces added to the puzzle with Porzingis coming into town. Yeah. Now Porzingis is out, Horford is out, Tatum, the question that he might come back. I don't think they'll rush him, but it is a bigger test for Joe Mazzulla than the Celtics?
You better believe it, because I mean, you're talking about, we lost 3 starters, arguably our best player while Jaylen Brown is still there. Tatum is 1 or 1A. And this is where you earn your stripes as a coach, right? It's like, okay, we had kind of a clearing out of my roster, so what do? And that makes them a dangerous team, though, because they still have Brown, they still have Peyton Pritchard, who's an excellent young player. I guess he's kind of a veteran now, and they still have that championship mentality, right? I mean, it was just a year and a half ago that they won a title. So their core is still there, but, and they're going to have something to prove, and that's always dangerous, especially when you do have a star like Brown.
I think Brown's gonna find out just how great it is to have Tatum on the floor.
Right.
I'm interested to see how that plays out, because everybody been trying to break those guys up. Oh, now you got it. Now let's see how it works when you don't have zero out there on the floor.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna go visit our power ranking, and we're gonna see if Chan brought his six-pack. Not talking about his abdomen on the road. We'll be back with Full Court Cleveland. Welcome back, everybody, to Full Court Cleveland from the Lakewood Truck Park. First time I'm here. It's beautiful. I was worried that producer Ryan was going to have us outside because it says food truck, and I was like, no, it's inside. Beautiful bar, perfect screen to do our show here that we have planned.
Yes, sir. Huh? I love it here. I've had a party here before, and when it's outside and the trucks are going, it's a vibe. You know what I mean? They have the coals out there. It's a vibe.
Well, it's time for a power ranking that are brought to you by our good friends at Garage Beer. Garage Beer comes in just 2 flavors: classic light lager and lime. No frills, no bitterness, no IPAs. It's just beer. Flavor beer. Find your local retailers who sell Garage Beer near you by visiting drinkgaragebeer.com. We promise you Garage Beer will drink this after the show. And we are going to power rank the most important Cavaliers this season. Booby.
Starting here, okay. What you call him, Evil Mobley. Evil Mobley. We're going to start with Evil Mobley, because without having our point guards to start the year off, Ev will be asked to get out there on the floor and do a lot more playmaking. And that's what I want to see. Him pushing that ball off the rebound, creating mismatches, and basically owning this team. I'll go second. Let's go. Craig Porter Jr., let me throw my guy out there. Right now, I've been begging for Craig to get an opportunity. Just because any opportunity he gets, he makes the most of it. And so with the season just getting started, we have some guys down. I don't think he has to worry about, if I make a mistake, will I come out?
Yeah.
He'll be able to get out there and just do what Craig does. And lastly, I'll go with DeAndre Hunter when he comes back. I think now putting DeAndre into the starting lineup, I feel like defensively, we got the Monstars. We got the Monstars out there. So I'm hoping that he can, in that starting lineup, though, find himself, because that's also what I worry about when you have all this firepower on the floor at the same time, all the guys, engines clicking at the same time, and feeling like everybody's getting the right amount of shots. So those are my guys.
And that would be the great job that Kenny Atkinson, reigning Coach of the Year in the NBA, will have to do, how he's going to mix up these players that need their shots, and how is he going to give these players constant minutes, Sam?
Yeah.
Because Booby, you very well know that 1 to 17 in the NBA in every team can play ball.
Yes, sir.
It's just not all of them get, A, the opportunity, or B, the constant minutes to be able to show it and develop a rhythm and all that. So your power ranking of the most important Cavaliers.
I'm going to try. Three. Reminded me to stick to 3, which we know is never going to happen.
Right, we only got so many.
I would say, look, to match Boobie, I think DeAndre Hunter is obviously huge because
first full season.
Yeah, because you're going to be missing Max Strus.
Yes.
Probably close to the All-Star break in February. So, how does he mesh with those other? Because you have 4 guys. When Garland's back, you have 4 starters there that all are used to getting shots and getting kind of in the flow. They know Max Strus very well. So Hunter going out there at the start is going to be big. But you do love it, as Boobie said. It automatically gives you more size right in the front court. And he's one of the ultimate NBA 3-and-D players. So, he should fit in well. He doesn't force anything. Mobley, obviously huge, right? I mean, as Boobie said, Kenny Atkinson's kind of turned him into a 7-foot Draymond Green, getting the basketball off the defensive glass and bringing it up the floor and initiating the offense. Number 3, I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I didn't want to jump out there, but hey, we know this guy.
He took a step back last year individually in shot attempts and minutes and everything for the good of the team. And we know that he's always willing to do that, right? So he's a guy who's going to make the most of his minutes, and they're counting on him to do that again this year.
You know what? Just to add a point to that, I'm really excited with the way we're starting the season to see Donovan at that PG spot.
Yes.
Being able to see some of that.
last year a little bit. Yeah.
The playmaking,
For me, when you talk about the Cavs, the core 4, right? They're going to have to perform. I always say the Cavs are going to be great when Evil Mobley is the best player on the court. When Donovan Mitchell gets that big monkey off his back and he knows, he's talked about it very openly about what he needs to do and how he accepts the criticism that comes with it, because that's what the luxury of being the guy comes with, right? But I think when you talk about important pieces, and just to borrow a page from Sam here, I'll go more than 3, but Lonzo Ball staying healthy will be important to make sure you keep Darius Garland fresh.
Yes.
To make sure that Kenny Atkinson develops a unit in the second unit that can be led by Lonzo Ball. I think between Larry Nance and Thomas Bryant, keeping the length on the court when Allen and Mobley, I don't know if it's going to change a little bit the strategy of having or Allen and Mobley and Garland and Mitchell together, the M&Ms or I don't know what's going to work there, but I think those 3 pieces off the bench are just going to be huge for Kenny Atkinson and the success that the Cavaliers are going to have this season. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens with the Cavs.
Look at you with 3. Look at you. My bad.
Hey, we're going to come back and go around the association because it's Cleveland, Full Court Cleveland, but we got to talk about NBA basketball when we come back on Full Court Cleveland. Welcome back, everybody, to Full Court Cleveland. Boobie, Sam, and yours truly, Rafa, here at the Lakewood Truck Park. I like the fact that producer Ryan finally got us on a field trip. That took us out of that sauna that we do the game on.
We get to see the people.
The association got started yesterday. We talked about the rings. We talked about everything, but 125, 124 in double overtime. Could this be a preview of the Western Conference? I know we haven't seen the rest.
Yeah.
But Durant and the Rockets look good.
The West is loaded. I think every night you can have a night like that or a game like that. And it was just great for the NBA to get kicked off that way, right? The first game, the champions, you drop KD in there just to rub it in his face, and then he come out.
He got booed too in Oklahoma, man. I don't believe that.
You gotta boo him though, right? I think they love him.
They cheer at him.
Right, but it's at the same time, Steven Adams ain't gonna have the ball the whole game. So you cheer for KD, you might end up with 50. And so I think they love him, but they understand. I think he understands that fan base is gonna cheer for their guys too.
Is Durant the only guy that gets booed like in happy arenas? He's playing where like.
That's my guy, man.
I know.
Boos is like Russell Westbrook said, it's a sign of respect. There's a lot of guys that don't get much action at all when they get into the game. But back to that Western Conference and just the NBA being back overall, it was just a great feel to see all those veterans on the lineup on NBC and just the talk and the feel of basketball being back, the Cavs being great. It's just a great feeling because there be months in the summertime that I just don't know what to do with myself. I'm just thankful that I got hoops and a little football mixed in there, so it's a good time.
One of these days I'm going to have a trivia segment here for you and to mention all the Oklahoma City Thunder stars that have no play for the Rockets. They have, I think Perkins is the only one from that team that went to the finals that haven't played for the Rockets.
And he played for the Houston Hoops, so he still got mixed in there somehow.
The second game, it's unbelievable because we saw Luka, the new Luka.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Slim Luka.
LeBron on the bench. And then one of the oldest teams in the NBA looking good in the first game of the season.
Yeah, the Warriors. Yeah, I mean, look, they looked great last year after that Jimmy Butler trade. And now all of a sudden you got them together for a whole run, probably had some off-season work together, or definitely did. Then you had training camp. So this is a group that, yes, while they're 117 years old, in the starting lineup combined, in fact, I was covering the Warriors when I started on Chisel and Granite, so thought I'd throw that in there. But, listen, I mean, you throw in Al Horford in that group. Yeah. Kuminga is back and extra motivated now with this new contract. So I just think that this is a team that, if they can stay upright for the season, not get injured at their age.
I still have to see how Al Horford is going to be able to run, even with the elder Curry and Draymond. Because Al is one of those guys that takes him a little while to get up and down the court, even when he was young at Florida. But hey, speaking of Florida, speaking of young, new rule in the NCAA, and this is something that impacts everybody. I am the voice of the Final Four in Spanish, so I need to stay up to date with this. The NBA just passed a law that NCAA is allowing 2 former G Leaguers to play in NCAA.
Wow. After that, did they play?
London Johnson is going to be playing at Louisville this year, and Thierry Darlan is going to be at Santa Clara.
So they played a
game? In the G League, they're playing with the school now, and what's his name from Michigan State just ripped the NCAA.
I bet, man, because that's...
What do you think of that? I mean, is that just them not figuring out a way of how to do that one and done?
They just grabbing their straws now, just trying to just throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks. Because I had a young kid, just watching this hurts me, because I had a young kid from Texas who was for sure, I feel like, a lock to go to the league. He went to OTE and did the G League, but ended up losing his eligibility, and then he had no chance of making it to the league. And now he's, overseas doing his thing. But hearing this, I just don't know if are you fixing anything, or are you just kind of giving?
I think you're just protecting your product.
You know what I mean?
By the NCAA, by having people that already left come back into the
they got to do a deeper dive if they really want to try to figure out how to make this thing work for these young guys. They should get paid, but it's just too much of the wild west out there right now. These kids it's just too much for them to have to work through to try to make it to the league.
It takes the word student athlete to a whole different level.
It's no more student athlete.
It really existed when you were there. Now, Sam, I don't know how much of a college basketball fan you are, but it's weird.
Forget about it.
It's weird in the sense that there's so much going on, and believe it or not, I played in college, but
shoot it, Sam. Shoot it.
I was like a 5'8" Sam Merrill. But
let it fly.
Right.
Let it fly.
Okay.
I just look at it kind of like, it's good that the players are getting paid. That's first and foremost, but as Booby said, it's like the wild, wild west now. You never know I mean, every year teams are changing players. Coaches and teammates can't get any continuity.
The shoe companies are taking over.
They've taken over.
And the players are getting creative. You know, in college football now, the league, the NCAA went out and got sponsorships in the helmet sponsorship. You know what the players are doing now?
What?
The only thing the league didn't do was sell sponsorship on the mouthpiece.
They went got
so now they went out and got their own sponsorship for the mouthpiece. That's something, the little something that the league left behind. Wow. And if you watch college football, you look at the kids, they always have it hanging and they put it on. And they're like, you know, hey, you got to get paid.
Hey, man, that's the name of the game right now.
We need to get Ryan to get us, like, sponsorship tattoos on our heads.
I don't know about tattoo, but
you know I'm with it, baby. I don't know if I got room,
how many
but I'm with
tattoos
it.
you got?
I couldn't even tell you at this point, man.
More than JR?
We're close. JR might got me though. JR got he might.
What's
I got
his
a few
name?
spots.
What's his name? Turned like from when he was with the Cavs to now. He's with the Knicks now. Jordan Clarkson.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Woo.
See, it takes.
There's plenty of tattoo artists in Utah. That's for sure.
They be.
That's one thing they know how to do in Utah.
It takes one good tattoo, man. When you get one good one and you see that the creativity that you could do, it's just after that, it's just.
I still haven't found that something I want to have.
I gotta see you in it, Rob. I gotta see you with tattoos.
You gotta start with the fake one, Rob. You gotta do the rub on first.
Hey, we're on the road, but we're still gonna be allowed to go off the court, off subject, sometimes dangerous, sometimes fun, when we come back on Full Court Cleveland. Recta final, down the stretch they come on Full Court Cleveland, live from the Lakewood Truck Park. Sam, Chisel and Granite, Booby, Retro Booby. You know, he's called Retro because the uniform he wore is not considered retro in
I ain't even cracked 40 yet.
He's been celebrated throughout the season on Classic Edition. We have Classic Edition. We have City Edition, which is really cool. Have you seen the new City Edition uniform?
I haven't.
They are, again, in conjunction with the Metro Parks of Cleveland, and they are in honor of the sunset in Cleveland, which is one of the places with the most beautiful sunsets in the world, the colors that you will never see again. We're gonna be having them in our jerseys this year.
You know what I did? I did a commercial with Evil Evan Mobley. We got a commercial coming out with new era cap, and they dropping. I got the hat on and the beanie.
You didn't get. I told you to say I got three guys.
They told me that we gotta wait till it drop, baby. We gotta wait. Exclusive.
Three. Yeah, I always say I got three more dudes.
When it drop,
you gotta
I got
do
you.
like this. Yeah.
When it drop, I got you.
Are you a Halloween guy? Are you guys Halloween?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's your favorite costume that you ever had?
Costume.
I always got in trouble with my Halloween costume.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this.
No, I don't think I can tell him. Yeah, I went dressed at the Exxon Valdez.
Oh, wow.
You said you can't tell us on the air?
Yeah, and I just did.
I love this guy. I'm a big Martin fan, so I've been all of them.
Wow.
I've been Jerome. I've been Otis. I've been.
People get creative.
Booby
man,
Miles. I would say Booby
you?
Miles is probably my favorite one to do because it kind of just
It matches. How about
you want to win for
My most
Booby.
memorable one was when my mom dressed me up as the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
it
wow.
took her like 4 hours, and I hated it. And I was walking around. I'm like, I want people to at least know who I am.
I'm with you on that. My mom gave me the Cowardly Lion when I was in.
Oh man.
But we had no materials to make it, so everything was from home. So she literally created it from stuff in the house. So it's the mop for the hair. It's I love mom for it.
It
was tough.
In college, I always like group Halloween costume. I don't like group, like 3-4 people. Like I told you, we dress at the Exxon Valdez. We had these like big carton boxes, and then the guy at the end was just dumping iced tea, and we got kicked out of the party.
I bet you did.
We were getting the carpet wet, and then we all dressed in like overalls with like tools from the barn, and everybody would be like, "What you guys dressed out of?"
Should we do something for the show?
Yeah, the three
Listen
of
to
us.
this. We could redo this. We all dressed like as farmers, like overalls, and And everybody will be like, what are you guys dressed out of? And we'll be like, we are farmers. Dun, da, 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 da.
Wow.
We might get
thought this through.
We might get them boys for the show. We might get them sponsor the show. Let's go for it, baby.
And I have tried this so many times, and I don't know why they keep putting it on the notes. Booby and Sam are not baseball fans. Booby knows the Guardians, and that's about it. And maybe the Rockets,
that's it.
the Astros.
I found one more Guardian this year. Now I forgot his name, but he was the See, I
Ramirez?
lost it. Nah, I knew him already. I got one more during the playoffs.
The LA Dodgers or Toronto Blue Jays, you're gonna get like farther away from each other. That's the World Series.
That's kind of crazy. It's like Drake and Kendrick right now, huh? They ready. They ready. I hope LA wins because I hope Toronto wins because if LA win, that's gonna be tough for Drake. Back-to-back LA losses. I'm gonna go with Toronto.
People are asking if the Dodgers are bad for baseball, and I don't think they are because they have spent their money the right way.
Right.
So many millions.
Is the Dodgers?
They haven't won anything. The Dodgers have like $1 billion and $1.5 billion in like 3 guys.
That's the Ohtani guy.
Shohei Ohtani, and they got a couple
I know he hit 3 home runs.
And
struck some people out. Yeah, that's almost like a.
He's doing things that never been done before.
That's like a quadruple double in basketball or something like that. That's crazy.
He's doing things that Babe Ruth did. That now, when you hear about Babe Ruth, nobody saw him play. That he's alive. That everything he keeps getting like.
He's creating a new legend.
Yeah.
I don't. Look, I was hoping. Just being from Cleveland, I'm more of a small market guy, right, or a mid-market guy. So obviously, wanted to see Toronto, Milwaukee. You have to wonder what the ratings would have been then, but I think more people are going to tune in because the Dodgers historically have this huge fan base. They've got past fans, modern fans. So, I don't know. I'm rooting for the Blue Jays.
It's really cool to see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. pictures when he was a bad boy for his father when he was at the Expo.
I love those pictures.
And now he's in the World Series.
I
like,
love
damn.
that. That's like the Steph Curry.
That's like reality.
That's like the Steph Curry pictures when they see him running down the court with his dad.
Yeah.
The Browns won another game. How many more games do you think they're going to win this season?
I'm surprised they won 2. But I'll say 3.
Come on, man.
I'll go with 3.
3?
Yeah.
How about you?
I just hope at the last 4-5 games of the year we let my boy Shador get out there and have fun.
I mean, at some point you got to play him. Right?
I just look at it. Only if I give Dylan an opportunity to do his thing because I don't know much about him. If he balls out, he deserves it. But if they don't have a chance to win, I think they both
20 seconds to go. Cavs MVP for this season.
Cavs MVP, I'm going Big F Mobley.
Donovan Mitchell, but I love Evan Mobley.
You heard it here first, and we'll wait for you next week.